Hello students, now let us try to solve some more examples based on nodal analysis. Okay, here we have a problem which states find the voltage V in the circuit. Okay, so this is voltage V in the circuit which makes current through 10 ohm resistor 0. Okay, this is condition by using nodal analysis. So we need to find a voltage V which makes current through 10 ohm resistor. Here current through 10 ohm resistor should be 0. Okay, so this is the condition. We need to find this voltage such that the current through 10 ohm resistor should be 0. So when current through 10 ohm resistor will be 0? Okay, when will be the current 0? So what is current here? Here we have two potentials V1, let us assume V2. Okay, so the current I can be written as V1 minus V2, higher potential minus lower potential. So based on the current direction I am treating V1 as higher compared to V2. Okay, so I1 equal to V1 minus V2 by 10 ohms. Okay, so this current must be equal to 0 according to given condition. Okay, which makes current through 10 ohms resistor 0. Okay, so when will it be 0? That means V1 minus V2 by 10 should be equal to 0. So V1 minus V2 should be equal to 0. That means V1 should be equal to V2. So this is one condition where current through this 10 ohm resistor will be 0. Okay, so whenever the potentials either side of the resistor are same, then the current through that element will be 0. That means if the potentials between two terminals of element are same, then the current will be 0. That means there is no net force acting on this. If this is 5 volts, if this is also 5 volts, okay, so 5 minus 5 will be 0. There will be no EMF applied on the 10 ohms resistor. If this is 6 ohms, let us assume this is 6 ohms. So 6 minus 1 will be 6 minus 5 will be 1 ohm will be acting on 10 ohm resistor. So current will be 1 by 10, that is 0.1 ampere. Okay, since there is no potential difference between 2 points of this 10 ohm resistor, then the current will be 0. That means V1 minus V2 must be equal to 0 for current through 10 ohm resistor will be 0. Okay, so this is the condition. Okay, so these type of questions will come for your end semester exams generally. Okay, so you need to solve nodal analysis and you need to know how the current through this 10 ohm resistor will be 0. Okay, so till now we have very familiar with nodal analysis, I think. Okay, if you have basic idea, you can pause the video and you can solve the network and you can compare the results at the end of the video. Okay, so you can pause the video and you can start solving this network on your own. Okay, now I am going to solve the circuit here. So we need to apply nodal analysis. It is mentioned in the question itself. Okay, for that we need to, first step we need to find is we need to find number of nodes here. Okay, number of nodes which is principal nodes. Okay, so here we have one node, node 1, here we have node 2, similarly this is our node 3. So this is a node 3 node circuit. So number of principal nodes are 3. So number of equations will be n minus 1, that will be 3 minus 1 which is equal to 2. Okay, so we will be having two node voltages. Okay, assigning node voltages, assign node voltages. Since we have three nodes V1, V2 and V3. Okay, so here I am going to treat node 3 as reference node which has 0 potential. Okay, so this is our node 1 V1, this is node 2. So let us apply KCL at node A. You can solve this circuit on your own. Okay, you don't need to depend on me, you can solve on yourself. So I am going to apply KCL here at node 1. So we treat our V1 is higher potential, so current must leave the higher potential. So these are the three currents leaving the node 1. So let us assume them as I1, I2 and I3. Okay, so I1 will be equal to V1 minus V by 3 ohms. Okay, so I1 plus I2 plus I3 must be equal to 0 according to KCL. Okay, so I am writing I1 which is equal to V1 minus V by 3 ohms. Similarly, I2 is V1 minus 0 by 2 ohms plus V1 minus V2 by 10 ohms. So this is our equation 1. Okay, I am writing the second equation by applying KCL at node 2. Okay, so the currents will be leaving the second node. So this is I4, I5, I6. Okay, so I4 will be V2 minus V1 by 10. I4 plus I5 plus I6 must be equal to 0 according to KCL. Okay, so I4 will be V2 minus V1 by 10 plus I5 will be V2 minus 0 by 5 and I6 will be V2 minus 50 by what is the resistance, that is 7 ohms. V2 minus 50 by 7, this must be equal to 0. Okay, this is our second expression. So you will be having two variables V1 V2 in the first equation as well as V1 V2 in the second equation. So you can solve the equations by using two variable equations. You can put the values into calc, you can get the values. Okay, then we will be having third equation, that is nothing but, by given condition the current through 10 ohms resistor will only be 0 when V1 minus V2 will be equal to 0. Okay, this is the only condition when the current through this resistor will be 0, or there is another condition, is whenever there is no potential either side of the element. Okay, that is also another condition. So we have three equations here. You can solve these three equations and you are going to get the answers. I want you to solve the equations and verify the answers with the following values. So V1 will be 20.83, V1 will be 20.83, so that V2 will also be same, and V which is to be find is 51.87. 51.87. You can see the potentials V1 and V2 must be equal, then only the current will be 0. Okay, so the current will only be 0 when V1 must be equal to V2. So V1 equal to V2 equal to 20.83, and the voltage source value is 51.87 volts. Okay, so you need to verify these values by solving these expressions. I want you to solve these expressions and give them, submit them in assignment 5. Okay, so let us take another problem. So till now we didn't perform any power calculations, so let us perform one question. So here we have a problem. Use the nodal analysis to find the power dissipated in 6 ohm resistor for the given circuit. So we need to find the power dissipation in this 6 ohm resistor. So what is power here? So power I have told you in the earlier classes, that is P equal to voltage into current. Okay, so according to Ohm's law we have a expression, that is V equal to IR. So I am going to substitute this. So that will be V, I am replacing V with IR, that will be I into R into I. So that will be I square into R. So power equal to I square into R, where R is the resistor and I is the current through the resistor. So if you want to find the power, we need to find current through the resistor. Okay, so there is another expression for power, so that is VI. So in place of I can also replace with I equal to V by R. Okay, so in place of I am going to replace with V by R. So that will be V into, in place of I am going to replace with V by R, that will be V square by R. So both are same. Okay, so this is useful in series network of resistors, since the current will be same. Here this is useful for parallel network. Okay, since the parallel network, for parallel network voltage will be same. So for parallel network we are going to take the voltage, for series network we are going to take the current. Mostly this is appropriate equation for power through a resistor. Okay, we are going to find the current through 6 ohm resistor, then we are going to apply this equation, that is P equal to current through 6 ohm resistor is I6, let us assume, and 6 ohm resistance value. So we need to find the current through this 6 ohm resistor I6, and we can find the power through 6 ohm resistor, that is I6 square into R6. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. Okay, so you can apply this equation to any given question where you need to find power. Okay, so power means I square into R in a DC network. Okay, or V square by R, both are valid. You need to find current through the resistor or voltage across resistor. Now let us find the power dissipated in 6 ohm resistor. For that we are going to apply nodal analysis. So first step we are going to do is we are going to find number of nodes here. Okay, so number of nodes, principal nodes are, this is our first node, here also three branches connected, this is second node, here also 3 branches connected, third node, and here the last one, fourth node. So we are going to take this as reference node which has 0 potential. Okay, so we have number of nodes as 4, equations will be n minus 1, that will be 3. So this is first, second, and third step is we will be having 4 node voltages, one is treated as reference node, so V4. Okay, so the fourth one is we are going to apply KCL at each node. So KCL at node 1 is, so KCL at node 1 with node voltage V1, that will be V1 minus 20. So this is our current I1, I2, I3. So I1 will be V1 minus 20 by, so according to KCL, I1 plus I2 plus I3 must be equal to 0. So I1 is V1 minus 20 by 3 plus I2 is V1 minus, here this is V3, right, this is V2 at third node. Okay, V1 minus V3 by 2 ohms. V1 minus V3 by 2 ohms plus I3 is, so that is that is I3, right? So I2 is V1 minus V2, this is V2, V1 minus V2 by 1. You can stop the video and you can solve on your own, okay? So I won't compel you to follow my video. You can stop the video and you can try to solve the network on your own, okay? Later you are going to compare with the answers, okay? So this is our equation 1. Now let us apply KCL at node 2. So this is same process, just the difference is we are going to find the power here. For that we are going to calculate current through the 6 ohm resistor, okay? So I am going to apply KCL at node 2. So here we have I4, this is I5 and this is I6, okay? So I4 plus I5 plus I6 must be equal to 0 according to KCL. So I4 is V2 minus V1 by 1 ohm, okay? V2 minus V1 by 1 ohm plus I5 is opposite to 5 amperes. So I am going to take negative because it is opposite. So V2 minus V3 by 6 ohm will be our I6. This is our second equation, okay? So let us apply KCL at third node 3. This is our sixth step, I think, yes. So I am going to apply KCL here. So I am going to take I7, I8, I9, okay? So I7 will be V3 minus V1 by 2, I7 plus I8 plus I9 must be equal to 0. So I7 is V3 minus V1 by 2 plus I8 is V3 minus 0 by 5, V3 minus 0 by 5 plus I9 is V3 minus V2 by 6. This is our third expression. So by solving these three equations, you are going to get values of V1, V2, V3, so that you are going to calculate current through 6 ohm resistor to calculate power dissipated across 6 ohm resistor. So current through 6 ohm resistor is I6, whose value is V2 minus V3 by 6 ohm, V2 minus V3 by 6 ohm, okay? So you need to find V1, V2, V3 first. So by solving these equations, you are going to get V1, V2, V3. So the values of V1, V2, V3 are, V1 is so you need to find V2, V3 only, right? So in order to find, so you are going to get values of V2, V3. V2 equal to minus 4.93 volts. This is value of V2. So V3 will be minus 0.47 volts, okay? So these are the values. Minus 4.93 is V2 and minus 0.47 is value of V3. So by substituting these values into our I6 will be equal to V2 is minus 4.93 minus of 0.47 by 6, that will be 0.74 amperes. I6 is 0.74 amperes, okay? So we are going to calculate power across 6 ohm resistor, that will be power across 6 ohm resistor is I6 square into R6, okay? So I6 is 0.74, we are going to do square here. So this is square into I6, R6 is 6 ohms. So power dissipation across 6 ohms resistor will be equal to 3.29 watts. 3.29, what is the unit of power? That is watts. So okay, 3.29 watts. So this is how you are going to calculate power dissipation across a resistor. You need to find the current through the resistor. For that you need to get voltage between either side of the resistor. For that you are going to apply nodal analysis. So this is the process, okay? So this is about nodal analysis. In the next class we are going to deal with super node, okay? So thank you.